Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Shani. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. But in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to do your eyeshadow, how to blend your eyeshadow, what to do before you put on eyeshadow, how to make it last longer. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. Okay, so I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and I love doing this because it blanks out the color of my eyelids so that when I put eyeshadow on top of it, it pops a little bit more instead of getting lost in the color of my eyelids. This can also help if you have problems with veins on your eyelids. You guys can go in with a concealer and just blank out the color of your eyelids. And once I get that LA Girl Pro Concealer onto my eyelids, I'm going to go in and pat it out with another brush, which is the Morphe E8 brush. And like I said, this brush is just going to help with blending out that color all over my eyelid. Once I get the concealer onto my eyelids, I'm going to go in with a setting powder. I usually use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder or the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Both work really well. If you have dry skin, you might want to go a little easier with the powder and make sure you hydrate and moisturize your skin before putting powder on top of it. And I just set my eyelids into place, and now we're going to go ahead and get into this eyeshadow. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using for this look is this Makeup Revolution Mint Chocolate palette, and this is how it looks. I think it retails for about $15 or $16. So when it comes to doing a basic eyeshadow look, you guys will probably only need 3 or 4 eyeshadows. That is it. This makeup look will work for prom, birthdays, special occasions, graduation, picture day, date night, a baby shower, weddings. This look is basically going to work for any special event or occasion. You guys just might have to tweak some stuff to make it more dramatic or more lightweight makeup, but this is like the basic that you can build from or take away from. So let's get started. Okay, so the first color that you are going to need is a transition color. And usually on me, I use a burnt orange transition shade. So I would probably go in with these 2 colors. If you're lighter than me, I would go in with more of a bronzy shade, which I'm going to show you. So this is the MAC Warms Neutral palette, and if you were a lighter skin tone, I would go in with Saddle from MAC because it's a beautiful transition shade for people that are a little bit lighter than me. Another option that I have for you guys is the Makeup Shayla Colourpop Perception palette, and this color culture right here will work really good on somebody that's a little bit lighter as a transition shade. And like I said, for me, I would probably go in with Thick or Revenge, which you guys have seen me use before if you guys are familiar with my channel. I'll link some videos for you guys to like refer to. So that's another option, and these are some individual shades that you guys can go for from Makeup Geek and MAC. I'm just throwing some options out there so I cover everybody. So I'm gonna go in with this burnt orange color right here, right in my transition area. And all a transition color does is make everything blend out really smoothly and have a nice gradient smooth look to your eyeshadow. I get a lot of people asking me how you get your eyeshadow to look so smooth and seamless, and that's because of the transition color. You need a transition color. You need it. So I'm going in with my Morphe M532 brush, and I'm just going to put this into my crease. And I'm just using small circular motions to pack this color and blend it out. Another thing, tapping off the excess eyeshadow from the brush is really going to help with fallout, so you don't have a lot of product to clean up at the end of your eye makeup. So to build up the intensity of your eyeshadow, windshield wiper motions is what's going to build the intensity up, as you guys can see. And then circular motions is what's going to diffuse the color out and make sure it blends out onto the rest of your transition area. So that's the difference between windshield wiper and circular motions, which you guys probably see me do a lot of. So when I'm doing this, I'm trying to build up the intensity and build up the dimension in my crease area. When I'm going like this is when I want to diffuse the color out and make sure everything looks smooth and nothing looks blunt. And another thing, I make sure to keep the eyeshadow off of my brow bone because I just think it looks a little weird. And sometimes I like to highlight my brow bone with my cheek highlight. So that's why I keep the eyeshadow off that area. I just make sure I don't take it up that far. And if this brush is a little too big for you, another brush that you guys can use is the Morphe M441 brush, which is a really good blending brush as well, but it is a bit smaller than this brush. So if you guys need another option of blending brushes and your eyes are a little smaller and you don't have as much eyelid space, I would go in with this brush. So I'm just going to do the same thing to this eye. Okay, so our transition color is down. Now I'm going to go in and take this dark brown color, which is going to deepen the outer corner of your eye and make your eyes look more flirty, elongated. It's just going to bring more attention to your eyes and make them look more, you know, cute. So I'm using my Morphe M514 brush to do that, and this is a smaller blending brush, as you guys can see. The reason why I'm getting smaller with the blending brush is because you want to control this product a little bit more. So once you get closer to the crease, you want to decrease the size of your brush. So you want to go in the outer corner of your eye, tap the eyeshadow exactly where you want it to be, which is right here. And then you want to lift your eyebrow up as well. You guys will probably notice when a makeup artist is doing your makeup, they lift your eyebrow up. It's because they're trying to get right into the crease and get that shape going. So that's why they lift the eyebrow up. Because if you relax your eye, you can't really tell where you're putting the color, and it may look differently once you close your eyes and open your eyes. So you want to make sure it's looking exactly how you want it to look when your eyes is open and closed. So just lift your eyebrow up a little bit and take the shade right into the crease, and we're going to do like a C shape on the outer corner of the eye. And then I do zigzag motions up and down, because once you put your eyelid color on your lid, you want it to be able to transition really easily into this brown color. And if this brush is a little too big for you, I have another option for you guys. This is the Morphe M506 brush, which is a smaller blending brush than the one I was just using. And this brush also allows you to be more precise with your application. So I'm about to show you guys on this eye. So I'm picking up the same brown color and I'm doing the same exact thing, placing it exactly where I want it to be on the outer corner of your eye. And then I'm going to blend it out in a C shape. And don't forget to lift up your brow so you can see where your crease is. Okay, and if you feel like this area is a little too blunt for you, you can go back in with a little bit of your transition color, tap some of it off, and then go right back over it to make sure your edges are blended out. And I'm using a very, very light hand. It feels like a feather. And this is how I'm holding the brush at the end, because if you hold it up here, it's going to be more blunt, you know? So hold it at the end so you can diffuse that color really nicely. And another thing, if you do want the outer corner to be a little deeper, you can go back in with a little more pressure and press this color, press and pack this color into your outer corner. Just a little more pressure, not a lot. You don't want to stab your eyeball, you know? Just a little more pressure to make it a little deeper. And then go back in and blend out the edges just to make sure everything is flowing really nicely. Now for your mobile eyelid color, I'm going in with this brown right here. Or if you want it to be more pinky toned, you can go in with like a mauve champagne color or like a really pink color, and you can mix it in with the brown so it's not so light. Before you do that, if you have a problem with your eyeshadow creasing, I would recommend re-priming your eyelids with the concealer. But me personally, I like to prime my eyes again with something that's going to stop the eyeshadow from transferring. So basically what transferring is when you put eyeshadow right here on your eyelid and then it mysteriously ends all the way up here when you put it right here to begin with. So using something like the NYX Pigment Primer or the NYX Glitter Primer or even the NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium, which I ran out of, I'll link some videos of me using it in my cards or down below in my description box. All of these work really good when it comes to stopping your eyeshadow from transferring. It's really annoying when you do a good job on your eyeshadow and it just goes all over the place. Another thing that these products do is make your eyeshadow more pigmented. It makes them last longer throughout the day. So say if you have a long day, say if you're going to prom or a wedding or a baby shower or just any occasion where you need your eyeshadow and your makeup to last longer, using an eyeshadow primer is really going to help. It does a lot. If you're trying to figure out why your eyeshadow is not sticking to your eye, you probably need a primer. Just try out some of the NYX primers, dab a little bit on your eyelids and see how it works for you. It's not something that you have to splurge on, you know what I'm saying? So what I normally do is take the NYX pigment primer, and that's a little bit too much because you honestly don't need that much. You need a little bit. I take it on the back of my hand, and then I take my eyeshadow brush and press the product into my brush. And then I use it to press it all over my mobile eyelid, like so. And you want to dab it. Don't sweep because you don't want to break up your concealer that is under it. Just dab it on. And another thing, if you want to open up your eyelids or make your eyelids a little bigger, just go a little bit above your crease with the product. Just a little bit. Don't go ham and go all the way up here. Just go a little bit above your crease. And I usually stop the eyeshadow right here. Now I'm going to use the same eyeshadow brush, but I'm just going to wipe the NYX pigment primer off of the eyeshadow brush, and then use the same eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take this bronzy color right here and apply it to my eyelids. Don't think about it too much. Just put the eyeshadow right on top of the eyeshadow base. And you can also use your fingers and do it as well. But I don't normally use my fingers. If you want your eyelids to pop a little bit more, then you can go in with a lighter color like this mauve shade right here. I'm just going to pick up a little bit and I'm going to put it right here just to make that area pop a little bit more, because that's where light naturally hits. So it's really flattering when you put like a lighter color right here. But you don't have to do this. It just adds a little oomph to it, you know? Okay, so the mobile eyelid color is down. Now we're going to go in and blend out these edges so that everything is transitioning into each other really well. And I'm pressing the eyeshadow outward, because if you press it inward, you're going to make this area smaller and you don't want to do that. So press it outward to blend out the edges. So this is how we're looking. Okay, so my eye makeup is basically done. I'm just going to add a few finishing touches and be on my way. So I'm going to add some eyeliner, and this is the Makeup Revolution ink liner, and I love this liner. I'm just using this to thicken up my lash line, and this is going to make your lashes appear thicker than what they really are, and it's going to give your false lashes something to blend into. So let's go ahead and put on some eyeliner. I'm not winging it out. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm just literally thickening up my lash line. And as you guys can see, it just instantly adds more glam to your makeup look. So I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Now I'm going to add some mascara, and this is the Telescopic Carbon Black L'Oreal Mascara. And this mascara is really good for your top lashes and your bottom lashes. I'm not really going to go in depth about how to put on lashes, but if you guys want me to, I would definitely make like a whole video dedicated to how to put on your false lashes. So let me know down below if you guys want to see that video. Alright, so I'm just going to pop these lashes right on. And I'm wearing Kiss lashes, if you guys were wondering. Honestly, lashes aren't like a must, but they just add an extra to any makeup look. Okay, so I'm finished with my eye makeup. I put on my lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup off camera, and I'm going to come back to you guys and show you guys how I finished off my bottom lash line. So if you guys need to rewind this video and go through the steps again, go ahead and do so, and I will be right back. Alright, so my face makeup is done. Now I'm going to go back in with my transition color, which was this color right here, and I'm using this Morphe M156 brush. And I'm taking this side and I'm just going to lightly smoke out my bottom lash line like so. If you guys want to make your eyes more intense, you can line your inner waterline with black, but I'm just keeping it really nice and simple. You know, we're not doing nothing extra. Just add a little dimension up under the eyes, and that is it. Now I'm going to go back in with mascara to coat my bottom lashes. And then if you want to, you can go in and highlight your inner corner. And I'm using that same Morphe M506 brush. So in total, I used 4 brushes to do this eye look. I'm just gonna lightly highlight my brow bone. I'm just taking it under my arch and then blending it up. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. If you guys have any more questions, definitely let me know down below. But hopefully this makes you more confident in doing your eye makeup. I just wanted to show y'all the basics, because once you get down the basics, you can build from there. So hopefully this makes you more confident in doing your eye makeup. Hopefully this makes you more confident going to that job interview, going to that wedding, going to that prom, going on that date, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this just makes you more confident in general. So I really hope this video broke everything down for you guys, and you guys have more of an understanding of how to blend and do your eye makeup, because it's really not as difficult as it may seem. I love you guys, and thanks so much for the love and support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!